Oh my god, this one has traumatized me, and me and my friends were challenging each other to eat it. Very overwhelming. I think my defense mechanisms have erased this memory. Hello internet, this is Irina, the Siberian who's gone international. In one of my previous videos I've told you about some types of Finnish food that I love. You can watch it here. But today I'm gonna talk about the ones which have shocked me and to which I still did not get used to. Okay, the first one is gonna offend the feelings of a lot of people because it's super popular and is consumed in very large quantities. It's makkara. Basically, it's just sausages which are consumed in Finland on every occasion and even without the occasion. So, if you're having a barbecue in your backyard or at the lake or after the sauna, it's gonna be like a 99% probability that people are gonna grill makkara. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate it, I can eat it, especially the ones with the cheese filling inside. It's just I've never found it to be exceptionally delicious. And I think that's because I automatically compare it with shashlik. As some of you know, I grew up in Russia, and in that part of the world, normally when we grill something, we grill shashlik. It's just pieces of real meat which you pierce with a stick and grill it on that stick. You can pick any meat you want, usually it's pork or beef, but it also can be lamb or chicken. But the main thing is that the day before you take this big chunk of meat, cut it into smaller pieces, and then you have to marinate it. People marinate it in vinegar, fermented milk, onions, tomatoes. I mean, you mix all of that with herbs and salt and pepper. Depends on your taste. There are hundreds of recipes and I still haven't found the perfect one. And yeah, it takes some time and preparation and you need to put in some effort. But if done right, the end result is just, seriously, it's one of the tastiest meals you can possibly have. So that's why I'm pretty skeptical about grilling the sausages. Yes, it's easy, but it can be so much tastier if you just put in a bit of effort. And in general, I think I have some prejudice against sausages and food made out of sausages. So I'm also not a huge fan of that soup with the sausages inside or of the sauce which is made out of sausages. I mean, why not use the real meat? The second one is lipeäkala. Oh my god, this one has traumatized me. But let me start from the beginning. It's an air-dried white fish, and I wish it was the end of the story, but it's not. Once you've dried it, there's a second stage. You put it into a solution with lye, keep it there for a few days, and only after that you can start cooking it. So why was I traumatized? Well, my first introduction to lipeäkala happened on a regular day when I just walked into a regular shop wanting to get a regular white fish for dinner. And I grabbed the first package I saw, came home, put it into the oven, expecting to get the result I'm used to. I believe that the first introduction to lipeäkala is pretty shocking for everyone. But when you're expecting to taste the regular fish and then you get that, that's the whole other level. Very overwhelming. To be honest, I don't remember anymore very well how it tasted like. I think my defense mechanisms have erased this memory. But I just remember that the texture was... It felt like you're eating a raw jellyfish or something like that, and the taste was horrible. However, there is a possibility that I just didn't cook it right. The fish I bought from the shop, it has already spent those few days in the solution with lye, and I just put it into the oven. I'm not sure how exactly you're supposed to handle it. Maybe you're supposed to fry it, maybe, I don't know. So there is a chance that I didn't cook it right, and in reality it's the most delicious food ever. I guess I should give it another chance, but now I'm really scared to. Before we continue, you have 5 seconds to click the subscribe button and click that notification bell. Because if you're an old subscriber and never get notifications about my videos, that's because you do not have that little bell selected. Please do that and we will be seeing each other more often. The third one is licorice. I have a hypothesis. I think you're either introduced to it in your early childhood and then you love it, or you never get to learn to love it at all. I think I missed my window of opportunity because the first time when I got introduced to licorice was when I was already older than 10 years old, when I came to visit Finland for the first time in my life. After the trip, I brought some licorice candies home and me and my friends were challenging each other to eat it. And not that many of us could accomplish that challenge. The Finnish kids, on the other hand, are introduced to licorice right from, I guess, when they're born. So it's one of the most popular flavors in Finland and it's added everywhere. To ice creams, to chewing gums, to chocolate bars, everywhere. And there is even alcohol with the licorice flavor, which has created some problems for me during my student years. Because when we were students, a lot of bars had these cheapest offers that for, I don't know, a few euros you could either get a beer or a shot or, I don't know, some cheap sparkling wine, I guess. And most of the times the shots were the licorice shots. So if I wanted a shot, I had to take that shot with the alcohol, with the licorice flavor. The others were more expensive, so the choice was obvious. Thanks to that, in my student years, I've made many more attempts to get used to this flavor and it's still not working for me. So I guess I lost this game and I will never learn to enjoy all those licorice candies and salmiakki and so on. This was a rather short video. I was really trying to think hard of the food that I hate and couldn't come up with that many ideas. I mean, yeah, there is also memmi, but I tried it a real long time ago for the first time and then I never touched it, so I barely remember how it tastes like and cannot really give an opinion on that. I should give it another chance and then share my thoughts. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up for today. You can go watch my other videos about Finland and not only, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!